Today I am repurposing this canvas. At the time I thought it was a cool idea. Not so good execution. I don't know what it needed. To me it just doesn't look like a finished painting. But I want to reuse the big canvas and it serves as a good base layer. So I am going to repurpose it into a painting I feel more inspired to make now. Which is, so I guess for context, recently I watched the Formula One movie and there was one quote in there that I was like, well, that really resonated with me, and it was, it's just noise. It's all just noise. Kind of not relating to the movie. Cool if it relates, but just in regards to me, it's like whatever you want to do in life, your goals, your dreams, whatever, like putting your work out there, the response you get, the feedback you get from the public, status, what other people think, what your friends tell you, what your family tell you, it's just noise. It's just noise. You gotta like listen to your inner voice, your inner guidance, and yeah, focus on the work. So in the Formula One movie, it was race, win the race, drive. And for me, I guess it's paint. It's make artwork, express yourself, try and, self-expression, no, self-discovery through self-expression. So I'm gonna make a painting that represents noise and the idea of, well, it's going to serve as a reminder of the fact that every time I look at it, it's going to be a reminder that it's just noise. So focus on the work. So I don't know what it's going to look like just yet. I have a color palette just here, and it's going to be your typical one of my paintings, abstract splatter. We'll see how it goes. Forgot to say color palette. So I've got 5 colors today. The main black, so there's going to be some main core colors that are going to take up the bulk of it, and then we have our little accents to bring interest and to ground the painting a little more and just to balance the composition. Black and this blue. It's like a navy kind of grey blue. So black and blue will be the bulk of it, and then we've got this darker grey with a little bit of burnt umber, and then like a bone white or rusty beige, I think is a similar colour. So, yep, that's the colour palette. We'll see how it goes. Until then. Pause the music so then I can actually use this audio. I'm sat right in the way, probably can't see it. It's looking pretty cool so far. Last 2 steps, 2 colours. Probably not steps, but they're colours. Brown, burnt umber, and then rusty beige, or otherwise known as white, off-white, bone white. Yeah, what brown to use is the question. Probably a darker one, eh? I don't know. These are all pretty similar. I don't think it's gonna matter. Here's me deliberating something that doesn't really matter. I've got 3 choices. I might go with this one. Why? I don't know. Seems right. Intuition, some people call it. This just seems the most brown. But let's stick with intuition. Oh, I think we have already put too much paint on there. We'll see. We'll see. Because I finish a painting like this, I think it looks great. Looks awesome. Then when I come back in the morning, when it's drier, it's all just shifted and pulled. There's definitely ways I can get around this, but do I do it? Apparently not. Don't learn from my mistakes. I think we should be alright. There's not that much on there. Last and probably most important, a little bit of this. Hello? Alright. Now, how to make this not so stringy. Yep, look at that. So, question is, do we want the stringiness? Or do we want the dots? Unsure. There's only one way to kind of find out. Experimentation. Probably enough. Less is more, as a wine man once said. A wine man once said, less is more. And a wine man, that wine man, is probably me. Alright, pretty cool. I'm gonna do one last thing, which is bring in a little bit more black, and we will see what that does. I think it's always good to bring in a little bit of dark right at the end. Wonderful. You can't even tell. So, we saw what it does, and it does nothing. Brilliant. One final inspection. I really hope it doesn't change too much from what it currently is. Because that would suck. Yeah, loving it right now. Will be interesting to see how it dries. There's a little bit of movement going on, but I want that. I love it. Well, I love to see how the different paint mix together. Is that English? Fumes are getting to me. I love to see how the different viscosities of the paint mix together, the different pigments. They're all, I feel like they're all made of different things. Like if you put, well, I don't know, maybe you can just see it visually because of the colors, but maybe if you put a bunch of black paint together it would be doing this, but the only reason you can see it is the color. Who knows? But I believe that the different colors and the things they put in the paint to make the different colors change the way that the colors interact. And I mean a liquid, solid things. The color itself is kind of irrelevant. I'm not making any sense, but you know, who does? I almost want to bring in more white. That's the trouble though. I think if I view it from a distance, it could look cool. And by a distance, I mean stand on top of this bucket with my slippery shoes on. Yeah, I think this is gonna look very cool on a wall. Anyone can do it though, right? Probably. I don't know. It's just noise. It's just noise. Now, if someone was to view this with being given zero context and they saw this, 100 times out of 100, they wouldn't say anything to do with noise. Nonetheless, it's still a cool painting. I don't even know if it matters. I mean, obviously it does matter, the idea behind the painting, but I've almost lost the idea of it through the process of just creating. Good or bad, I don't know. The colors tell a story. I don't know what that story is, but they're telling it. It's changing. I'm gonna leave the time lapse running for, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes. It's already been probably 5 or 10 since I stopped painting, and we will be able to see how much it's changed since I stopped adding to it. These paintings take on a life of their own, which I like, but it also eliminates my artist intention, which is probably a good thing. Because like I said, I had the first idea of this concept of it's just noise. Forget about the noise, just do the work. But the work's doing itself. I started the work, and then it takes on a life of its own. With gravity and whatever other universal forces play a role in this. It's cool though. Love it. Love it. I think blue's underrated. Blue's a good colour. Just thinking about it now, I don't know if my pre-painting speech about my intention even matters. I mean, sure, potentially it would be interesting to see what I was trying to do. But then when you see what I was trying to do and the idea behind it and then what I've produced, I don't know if there's any correlation. So, I don't know.